What's up, guys? This is DC Wrestling back at again with another video with your February 26, 2021 Smackdown review. And before I get to the Smackdown review, I just want to say I highly recommend you go watch my previous video talking about how storytelling matters in professional wrestling. I go into a little bit of good detail on why, in my opinion, storytelling really matters in professional wrestling and why you need storytelling to get, wrestling fans and an audience invested. So I highly recommend you go see that video. Also, I recommend that you subscribe to the channel, like, comment, and tell me what you thought about this episode of SmackDown, because I thought the SmackDown was pretty good for what it was worth, especially what happened tonight. But anyways, we kick off the night with the tribal chief, the head of the table, Roman Reigns. He's talking about Edge, talking about how, Edge doesn't deserve to be here. Edge needs to go back home, scam, get out of here. And that's when DB comes out. Daniel Bryan's talking about, Roman Reigns, how it was crazy, how, you fought me after my Elimination Chamber match with, you being the head of the table, you being the tribal chief. You would think that, you would face me later on in the night, like the main event. But, Daniel Bryan's just talking down on Reigns and saying how, I should get one more opportunity at the title. And then Daniel Bryan versus Roman Reigns at Fastlane. And I kind of really find it ironic that they're facing each other at WWE Fastlane, because if you go back a few years ago, at WWE Fastlane, it was Daniel Bryan versus Roman Reigns, where the winner would receive a title shot against Brock Lesnar for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 31. And we all know who won that match. That was obviously the upstart Roman Reigns, as Michael Cole used to say. But yeah, man, Jey Uso was talking down on Daniel Bryan. He was beating up Daniel Bryan. And then Uso, Reigns, and Heyman just go back up the ramp, laughing and giggling and just having a great time. Also, we get Edge, with Sonya Deville and Adam Pearce, talking about, Daniel Bryan potentially getting an opportunity for the WWE Championship. We also get the first match of the night, Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio taking on Otis and Chad Gable. And I got to say, man, this run for Chad Gable and Otis, like this heel turn for them, especially Otis, is really good. Like, don't get me wrong, I understand, like, Otis was, like, really over back in the day, but, especially after Heavy Machinery broke up, and then Mandy left, they wasn't clearly doing nothing with Otis. So I think this heel turn could breathe some new, fresh life into Otis, and just seeing him squash the Mexican luchador that is Rey Mysterio, it's pretty crazy. So I'm curious to see where they go from, Chad Gable and Otis. Maybe they can get a run at the tag team championships. I thought this match was okay also. We do get another match between Apollo Crews versus Shinsuke Nakamura. And let me just say, guys, Apollo Crews cut a pretty good promo tonight, talking about his heel turn, talking about, going back to his roots. I like the promo. I thought it was really good. I love this heel turn from Apollo. Same thing with Otis. This just breathes new life into Apollo Crews. I think this could do really good with Apollo Crews. I have potential to see where they go with this. Apollo does get the win. I know a lot of people are probably upset because Shinsuke Nakamura got beat. But, guys, Apollo just turned heel. You really want Apollo to take a loss like this quickly? So, yeah, man. So I think they could build up Apollo Crews as the man who could probably take the championship off Big E, the Intercontinental Championship. So, good win for Apollo, and good promo for Apollo for his match against Shinsuke tonight. All right, so we get to Meena Snuka versus Liv Morgan. This match, it was okay for what it was worth. It seems like Meena Snuka and Natalya are forming a little alliance here, so it looks like they're going to be contenders for the women's tag team titles. But hey, this is good. The women's tag team titles need some competition, and because their women's division is not stacked at all. And now we get the segment of the night. Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks. I'm not going to even explain word for word. You guys know it. Bianca Belair, she wants to not just be the EST, but she wants to be the BEST of WWE. She wants to be the SmackDown Live Women's Championship. You heard it here, folks. Sasha Banks will take on Bianca Belair at WrestleMania. And who knows? Maybe this might be one of the matches that close out night one. Probably night one. I think the Universal Championship is going to main event night two. And, you know, if they go with that decision, I have no problem with it. I love Bianca Belair. I think Bianca Belair can be a huge star in WWE. And her against Sasha is good for Bianca. It's good for Sasha. And I got to say, man, anybody watching this promo, like, felt like that Sasha came off a little fake here. And Bianca, like, really came off natural to me. And another thing about Sasha, I'm starting to think that this whole boss gimmick that Sasha B's portraying, this isn't like a gimmick for her. This isn't like a character for her. I'm really starting to think this is how Sasha Banks acts in real life. Walks around with her own ego, acting like she owns the place, acting like, I mean, we saw her in interviews talking about how she's the #1 woman, how she's a top star than Roman Reigns. Like, come on now, Roman Reigns, you know what I mean? So, like, it's just, I don't know, man. I'm just saying. Anyways, we get the Street Profits versus Sami Zayn and King Corbin, and it was okay. It was meh, to be honest with you. The Street Profits needed this win. They needed this win, I'm sorry. Corbin and Zayn were, you know, yelling, so that tag team didn't last long. We do get an in-ring segment with Seth Rollins. Speaking of Seth Rollins, why did they bring back his old theme song? Like the Burn It Down theme song? Like, did Vince like wake up one day and was just like, you know what? We're gonna change Seth Rollins' theme back, which made no sense because Seth Rollins is a Messiah. Well, he's not the Messiah, but his character is literally Jesus Christ. And you're gonna have your portrayal of Jesus Christ come down, and his theme song is gonna be "Burn It Down" when it should be the Rise Up theme song for whatever it is. So, anyways, we get to the main event: Jey Uso versus Daniel Bryan. I thought this was pretty good. Like I said, guys, this was an okay SmackDown. Well, pretty good SmackDown, I guess you could say. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe, like, comment, and so yeah.